Hi, everyone. It's Diane Evans with stampinwithdiane.com. I'm an independent Canadian Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the interior of British Columbia. So let me just see if I can do it where I can go live on my Facebook group. I don't think so. I'm doing something wrong and I'm not sure what it is. It's something I'm not even going to worry about it. We're good in our Facebook, on my Facebook page, and also on my YouTube channel. So welcome. This is my Thursday. This is where I do go live every Thursday at 4:15 Pacific. Now you ask me why 4:15. Not sure. Anyways, welcome to my live. Like I say, if you're joining me through YouTube, make sure that you subscribe just down below here. You'll get notified immediately. Hit that bell, and that sometimes helps that notification. And as far as my page, if you've liked my page, you should get notified that I've gone live there. I also tell you ahead of time whether or not if I am going. So this part, and this on Thursday, is part of my Now What series. So I take something that you may have in your craft room or something that you may want to have and not know exactly what to do with it. Now, I know I've visited this before, but people do change and not a lot of people come at the same time. So I'm just going to go. We're just going to remove that from the stream and not even worry about it. There we go. Awesome. So let's just hope that nothing has happened because of that. All right. So because this is live, I do talk with the people that do join me live because I do truly appreciate them. And if you don't like that sort of stuff, you can just watch the replay and then just scoot on by there. But if you are watching and you are watching on a replay, make sure that you do tell me that you are watching on a replay because I really, truly do appreciate it. And I'd love to know if you have any questions or anything like that. So hello, Cindy and Dolores and Anna and Debbie from Brisbane. My goodness. And I was talking with somebody else today, just this previous month, that is from Brisbane as well. Thanks, Cindy. Cindy, I can always count on you to share my video. I really do appreciate that. All right. The other part that I absolutely love about now that the catalog has gone live, I can show the inside of the catalog. So I'm going to show you, we are going to be using this shimmery white embossing paste. Now I've shown this using with stencils and that sort of stuff. Hello, Marianne. Excuse me. But I'm going to show you another way that you can use it. You probably have already done it. I just find that it's so nice to be able to see different uses for this. Now, this particular product has not been available for a while. It is coming back into stock next week or the week after. So, and if it's coming in and you want something like this is the time to buy it because it's just coming in and they'll be available. I know they are having issues with certain things. I know going abroad to Europe and the UK, and that's because of the Suez Canal, the shipping issues that are there. Anyways, this is a big tub. The one thing I'm going to tell you about this is it does come in a plastic bag, double plastic bag it. I mean, you can't get it enough. If you don't seal it up properly, it will dry up on you. And still to date, I haven't found a really good way of making this work that it's not going to, that it's going to stay moist. All right. So this you could also use as a glue. And this particular one, it also has these little snowflakes, and you could use this as a snowflake base as well. Now, okay, Cindy, if you can just tell me, is it still going on my Facebook page? It is, isn't it? Anyways, I'm going to carry on. Now, I have a card that's to do with this, and I want to show you how you can do this. But I want to show you what I wanted to use this with originally. So I'll show you the DSP in just a second. But on the traditional Christmas, there's this particular stamp set. And this is where this came about, why I should do this. This is a Sentimental Wishes. And I know I'm using the Snowy Days, but I'm going to show you a quick card with that. But I want to show you this. this particular image, and this is from the Sentimental Wishes, this is from the Give Back paper and everything else. You could cut out the image in this particular one. Oh, good. Thank you, Cindy. But you could use the same, this image, but when you go to color this image, and I'm going to go ahead and show you this, when you color it, you get a really funny, like to me, the white just doesn't do anything. I tried going and putting a bit of Pool Party on there. I tried doing some gray on there, and I wasn't getting the image that I wanted. So this is where this all came about, was using this snowy or this shimmery white. So I'm going to show you, this is one way to make your white a little bit different. So we have these spatulas that go with it as well. I'm just going to come in and I'm going to take a bit. Now this can dry up very quickly. So I'm just going to take a bit of it, and you want to wash this very, very quickly. So I'm going to tighten that up really good. And I'm going to make sure that I do put that in the into the plastic bag. Now I could go here. I'm going to use this, and I'm going to paint onto this part here. I found I didn't have enough control with the pellet things. So this is, I'm just using, this is just a cheap dollar store brush. I find I don't worry about if I have to get rid of them or if I've ruined them. So I'm just going to come in here and I'm going to paint this. And this, instead of it being like a snow, it's going to reflect it being fuzzy. That makes sense, right? And it kind of gives more dimension to your Christmas stocking. And I thought that was really fun. So if you had a Santa Claus, you could use it as a beard as well. This is kind of goes back to that, you know, we had that snowy puff paint, but we don't have that anymore. So this way, at least I can go ahead and do this. Now it does take a while to dry, not a whole lot of time, but I'm really piling it on there. So then I turned around and I did one ahead of time, and see how that's given that texture. I also used it on the toe and on the heel. So now you know what, I'm going to go ahead and put it, whoops. Oh, look at that. I just stuck my finger in there. Of course I did. And I'm just going to also go ahead and put that on the toe as well. But I want to show you how you can do it in another, use it also. And that's using the snowy days. We want it to reflect like snow, right? So there we have there. And now I'm just going to put that off to the side. And now we're going to sort of put together a card. Now this, I'm not putting this card together. That's going to be for something else. And I should probably put that off to the side so that we don't get that done. All right. This designer series paper is amazing. I'm gonna, you know what, something's gonna happen with that. So we've got the cute little penguins. We have the snowman with the trees. Now a lot of this stuff can also die cut out. So we have die cuts with that, and I'm thinking to myself, where did those die cuts go to? Because I need them. Oh my goodness, where did they go? Anyways, so you have the stamp set, you have the dice. And I'm going, oh no, I have lost my dies. That is ridiculous. I just had them. Oh, I know exactly where they are. I put those stockings on there. And then it has these 23 dies on there. Okay, so it cuts out the snowman, not the ones with the hat, but the ones without the hat. It'll cut out some of these trees. It cuts out the penguins without the hats. The dies. This is the one that I think is so amazing. So you have these globes, and you can make them into shaker cards. You could do anything like that. But we have the dies to cut those out. And that's exactly what we're going to do with this particular one. You've seen me use this, I believe, or this is part of our make and take. I love this one. This one really sings to me with all the houses. And of course we have that one. And then we've got the other side of this designer series paper. Look at this. Isn't that pretty? I I don't know what these orange trees, to me, those look like candy corn. Or it looks like, yeah, the candy corn. I have this one, this, and I do like this. This is really neat. So we're going to come in and we are going to use, I am going to go in and I'm going to use, I want to use this particular one here. So I'll just show you what we're going to do is we're going to go onto, this is a die cut, and then we have this for the bottom of the globe. Now, I thought if I use these dies, this was originally when if I use these dies, I was going to lose parts of the image itself. You don't. What it does is you just get a different look. You don't get the as big of a one, but it works. So let me bring in my mini cut and emboss machine. Hello, Carla. All right, so let's go ahead and cut these out. Now, when I use my mini, I use the number 3 plate and the number 2 plate. I do not use the number 1. I find it just doesn't work as well. So that's all part of it there. So we're just going to come in here. I'm going to use some tear and tape or some Post-it note tape here. This Post-it note tape is amazing. It works really good. You can get it off of Amazon. So just going to come like this. We're going to turn it this way and use this. So I think I could probably cut it together. No, you know what? I'm not going to chance it. So how's everybody liking the new catalog? What's your favorite so far? I don't know which one's my favorite. Okay, so I just cut that one out. So we have the base. And now I can turn around and cut the globe out itself. Now I'm not going to make this into a shaker card. I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to come in here. Now, this goes along with the scrapbooking line, and I'm excited about that. I can't wait to get mine and start playing with it. Oh, we got a quiet crowd today. All right, so let's go there. Now, I always pick my colors from what is in the designer series paper. A lot of times, a lot of people say, how did you figure out that color combination? Sometimes you just sort of wing it. You know how you like it to look. But see how this is just going to go like this. Now, I went to cut out this hat because I thought, oh, it'll fit. It didn't. So I had to fussy cut that. But I want to have it a dimensional. So I fussy cut that part out. And then I have some petal pink. This is 4 1/4 by 11, sort of 5 1/2. Let's just use our bone folder, just like this. And then I went and I took some Pool Party because I thought bringing Pool Party, because you can see we've got Poppy Parade, we've got Petal Pink, and we've got Pool Party. I ran this through that Snowflake Sky, and this is the big debate. More snow on the bottom or at the top? I am going by how Stampin' Up put it there, and the way that it goes right on the embossing folder is more snow at the bottom. This has been a debate that we have. We do it all the time. We have some people that put the more snow up at the top, and that's okay, whatever way you want to do it. So this piece is 3 3/4 by 5. That's I like that size. All right, so now we have to figure out what sentiment am I going to use with this. Let's see. Maybe Let It Snow might be an appropriate one. Okay, so if we go Let It Snow, and I am thinking, let's see. Ooh, that's pretty dirty, that stamp. I'm going to have to come in and clean it. Hey, Kath. Yes, there's some beautiful ones, Carla, for sure. I like the Humble Home. The Humble Home is one that I really like. All right, so we can go ahead and we can put this on here. And like this, but we want to do that Let It Snow. So I think at this point, we're going to put this like this. This is going to pop up. We're going to get some dimension there as well. So what should I put that Let It Snow on? I didn't think of that before. I think this would be 2. You know what? I think I could just, I don't know what it could be on. I think maybe a circle. So let's go ahead and just grab a circle. Now I want a 1 3/4 inch circle. There we go. And I think that's big enough. And I'm thinking to myself that probably white is white. We could use Pool Party on there. We could use the petal pink as well. Let's see. You know what? I'm going to try. See what the petal pink. This might even be too big of a circle. Hello, Carol from South Australia. This might be too big. Yeah, it is. It's too big. All right. Let's see. All right. Getting away from myself. I'm not showing you what I really want to show you. Okay. So let me come in with my dimensionals and let's go ahead and oops. So 2. Put these on. You know, I'm going to just come in and cut these. Just use these. There. Got a lot of ones with part pieces on here. So this is going to come here. It's popped up. And I have to get this on before I show you what I'm going to do with that shimmer paint. So we can go, you know, I could put it off to the side. But the snowflakes and that kind of jive together. So I'm going to come in with this other piece here. And this is going to be the bottom. So I can put it right across here. Excuse me. And I am thinking maybe Pool Party might be the color to go. I'm not sure. Hello, Judy. All right, so let's put this on there. Now this is just going to come here. Now you notice that I didn't have it dimensional up there because I don't want it to be 2 levels off of there. So I'm going to come and just put this on there. Oh, I've got to figure out what I'm going to do for the sentiment. All right, so we've got that like that. Now, let's go ahead and play with that embossing paste. So like I say, again, I'm using just that brush. I'm going to have to clean that brush out really quickly. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to follow this snow line. Should have cleaned that off there. And we're going to put this snow right here. And this will look like it's inside the globe. And probably should have done that before I did the thing there. And what we want to do is get a fair amount of that snow in there. And we can also put it right down below his feet. Just like that. And that is going to give us the snow. Now I'm going to tell you that I happen to know what's going to happen with this, it's going to kind of shrink a little bit. So I'm going to leave that and I'm going to come back in. Now, if I want, I can go like this and also add some snow here. It's not going to show up as much, but it's going to give me the shimmer that's on there. So it just shows you another use for that shimmer paint, right? Hello, Karen. And Carol, yeah. Okay, so there we go there. Now I want to put that guy. Now I'm going to come back in because I want to show you. Now, this, you can't do much with this card until it's done afterwards. But see how on this particular one, I've done it on the snow here. Now I want to come in and I want to build up a bit more snow underneath those tree trunks, right? And that just gives us a little bit more dimension. I've also done some 3D projects with it as well, using the snow. And then, of course, we can go like this. Now, then I can die cut this out after it's dried. It won't flatten, but I wanted to show you that one there. Okay, so we have that. Now I'm going to have to make sure I wash that. All right, so I want to put this little guy on there. Hello, Marilyn. Oh, thanks. It's just giving you something a little bit different. This is like a kitty card. And let's just put, I can go back in and put some more snow on his feet. Should have done that ahead of time again. Let's just go like that. And this, like I say, can be done like that. So here, when you see it, you can see the dimension that's on there. On here, you can see the dimension on there as well. Now, if you wanted to do that into a snow globe, like a shaker card, by all means, you could go ahead and do that. Now, what we want to do is I want to come in and I want to, you know what color do you think I should do for the sentiment? Should I do this? Should I do, I could do real red. I could do pool party. Not sure. Let's see. I'm going to come in with my little cut and emboss again. Hello, Margaret. Haven't seen you in a long time. Oh, you know what? This would work. Pretty sure this would work. Yeah, we'll end up doing this. Now, I also have here are the greetings of the season. I have two sets. One, I've taken I have taken my tin snips and I've cut it down. So let's see if this Make It Snow is going to fit in one of those. That's too big. This one, is it? It kind of looks better. Let's see how that works. I'm going to cut that out with this and we'll see. I got to see if this is going to fit. Going to fit? Yes. And it's smaller, so I kind of like that look a little bit better. So what I'm actually going to do is, of course, you know I'm going to emboss on here. You know that. So we'll come in with our Versamark. And I'm going to show you those stockings again because I just love what it does with the stockings. I'm working on the Christmas traditions. And there we go. Let's put that over there. Come in again with my white embossing powder. Almost dropped that all over the floor. That would have been disastrous. Hello, Kay. Let's just, I think this Let It Snow kind of is appropriate for that. Now, like I say, with this paste, we could also turn around and we could have attached some of those loose snow things as well. So let's just heat this up. Boy, I have a real mess on this desk. Been on 3 Zooms today, so not a lot of, well, I guess there was a fair amount of creating this morning. And I was on some Zooms with some Stampin' Up demonstrators from Australia just before my live, so that was kind of fun. Okay, so I'm just going to come in with this. I really like how much texture that gives that. Okay, let me just come in with my little mini cut and emboss. And we'll put that on. So if you don't like those holes in here, I like the shapes. So I just, like I say, I had 2 sets of it. So I just used my tin snips to cut those holes off, because there's only one stamp set that you can do it. One, or maybe a couple that you can do it without the holes on it, but otherwise you have to use the holes. Okay. Oh my goodness, I've lost my, just come in here. I just moved my, where did it go to? There we go again, always losing things. Here we go. I think what I'll do is I'll put this one on the bottom. It's more chomped up, more loved. And we'll just put this there. Oops. Sounds like it needs WD-40, doesn't it? All right. Put this over here. All right. So let's bring this card back in. It looks kind of plain. I could have used ribbon on it. Ooh, look at that. It's kind of cute. We're going to put it there. And how can I doctor that up a little bit? Oh my goodness, she spent the day. Case is down from Abbotsford, and she spent the day at the beach, and it was 33 degrees Celsius. Yes, hard to believe. Oh my goodness. Look at that. I could have put that around there. That would have been kind of cute. I'll see if I can do something with this. I didn't do it soon enough. So, so you spent the day at the beach, and she said it's 114 days till Christmas. Oh my goodness. Do we need to hear that? I love Christmas, so I'm okay hearing that. Okay, so all I'm doing is, this is something we used to do all the time with the ribbons, just folding it. I'll get a chevron by just cutting it. If I want, that can go right on there, and then this can go over top of it. It's kind of cute. That'll work. Just like that. It just gives a tiny bit of something on there. So I'm actually going to come in and use tear and tape on that ribbon. I am. Yeah, it's a really mild fall to begin with, and I guess down in Australia you guys are heading into spring, right? My goodness. Well, when I go down there next year, it'll be, I guess March would be more like your end of summer. So that's our beginning of, should be nice weather there. Oh my goodness, I can't get this. There we go. So I'm just putting it on with tear and tape because it's just easier to put that on there, get that centered. And then we'll just put that on with a couple of dimensionals or one strip of dimensionals. Here, let's put it on with a couple of dimensionals. There we go. All right, so like I say, the shimmer paint or shimmer embossing is going to be back in stock in North America, at least. I don't know what's down in the South Pacific. Okay, so we have that like that. I'm going to bring this back in. Check that out. Is that not adorable with that on there? March is the start of autumn. Okay, well, that'll be nice. Hopefully it's a nice time. All right, and now we want to go and put some embellishments on there. So I have this embellishments that I could use. I could use also those tinsel. I don't know if I've got them in the right colors. Let's see. Yeah, let's go ahead and use those. I don't want to use those snowman things. I think that, yeah, this is a pool party. Oh, I went and I colored those. That's why that's different color. All right. This is a pool party. There we go. And let's put one more down here. There we go. And then as far as if you want something on the inside, I have a piece of white here. We could put anything that we wanted on the inside. We could go, we could do a snowflake. That might be appropriate, right? Okay, let me come in there and let's just get that cut. I've got to make sure I clean off that paintbrush. But I always suggest if you're going to do stuff with different mediums and that sort of stuff, is use a very inexpensive paintbrush. Don't use your water painters because this stuff dries very quickly. And just to show you, this is the pellet knife that I didn't clean off, and I'll have to try to scrape it off. Anyways. All right, so let's just cut this. And I'm going to do it the 3 3/4 by 5 inch because that's my favorite size. Am I coming to Sydney? No, I'm coming to Brisbane. Brisbane is where our on stage is going to be in March. And then my whole plan is, I don't know what the other ladies I'm going with 3 other people, and they might be taking their spouses. So I might end up maybe even doing a 5 or 7 day cruise, just so I can see a little bit more of Australia. It's so big that, I don't know what is available for us. Okay, so I think I'll just come in with that one snowflake and put that in on the corner. You love penguins. Oh, great. Love it. And the thing is, what you could do in this particular one, we could have done a double penguin. And I think of that now, hindsight, right? This is my favorite. That's why I did this. This is what inspired me, was this particular stamp set. Because I didn't like the way it colored, was the reasoning on there. So, all right. So I don't have my pool party here. I don't know where my pool party is. Well, I don't know where the proper one is, but I do have another pool party. But yes, my dream, yeah, I think the ribbon is good. My dream, I'd really like to go to Tasmania, is where I'd like to go. And I know there is one cruise that does go to Tasmania. So, all right. I'm gonna say that's my favorite one there. So, and just to show, this is the one that was done and it's dried. And then there's this one here as well. So that's going to be incorporated into a card. All right, so let's just go ahead and put that in there and then we're done. There's a train that gives you more of Australia. Oh, that's an option too. Okay. A Q-tip, yes, but I have way more control with the paintbrush. I've used Q-tips. I've used little makeup brushes, or not makeup brushes, the makeup sponges. I've used those. The Q-tip, I don't have that much luck. At least with the paintbrush, I can get into the corners where I want them to be. But it's all what you're used to. Yes, it's more, but this will come clean as soon as I clean it. All right. So there we go. Pretty plain card, actually. I wonder what else I could do with it. A bigger globe behind. Anyways, that's clean and simple. Very simple card. How's that? Awesome. All right, you guys. So if you like that, give me this thumbs up. Share my video. I really do appreciate it when you do that. Remember, if you're watching on a replay, to make comment on there. And if you live in Canada, I'd love to be able to work with you. One other thing, remember to create, because it's great for the soul. All right, you guys. We will see you on Saturday, but I'm going to be probably just a tiny bit late on Saturday. It won't be quite at 10 o'clock Pacific time. It's going to be just maybe about 10 minutes late. I have a meeting at 9 o'clock, and it usually just goes till 10. So you could train from Queensland to Sydney and then another to Melbourne and then get on a boat to Tasmania. Well, that was my thing. I thought I'd get to Melbourne and then go over to see Tasmania. So anyways, all right, you guys, remember, I'll see you on Saturday. All right, you guys, take care. Bye now.